former First Lady. So straight to our next conversation. It's a new dawn in the Nigerian police hierarchy. President Bola Tinubu has accepted the resignation of the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, following the submission of his letter citing pressing family considerations. President Tinubu expressed his profound appreciation for Egbetokun's decades of distinguished service to the Nigerian police and the nation. In view of the current security challenges confronting the nation and acting in accordance with the extant laws and legal guidance, President Tinubu approved the appointment of Assistant Inspector General of Police Tunji Disu to serve as Acting Inspector General of Police with immediate effect. The President is confident that Disu's experience, operational depth, and demonstrated leadership capacity will provide steady and focused direction for the Nigerian police force during this critical period. Now let's share an update on this development.
Assistant Inspector General of Police Tunji Disu is now Nigeria's Inspector General of Police. Born 13th of April 1966, until his appointment was the Assistant Inspector General of Police in charge of FCID Alabo in Lagos. He has held strategic positions in his career, including a DPO in Ago-Iwoye, Ogun State, officer in charge of the Special Anti-Robbery Squad and anti-kidnapping in Rivers State, SARS commander in Ondo and Oyo. He later became a commissioner of police in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, and commissioner of police in Rivers State. Tunji Disu was also the principal staff officer to the outgoing Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun. Born in Lagos Island, the Inspector General of Police joined the Nigeria Police Force on May 18th, 1992. In 2005, IG Tunji Disu led the first ever Nigerian police contingent on African Union mission in Sudan on peacekeeping mission as contingent commander. While in Darfur, he was appointed the acting chief of staff until his return to Nigeria in 2006. During his days as the commander of the Lagos State Rapid Response Squad between June 13, 2025 to August 2021, his officers were referred to as the good guys. Ivy Kano, TVC News, Lagos.
All right, thank you so much, Ivy Kano. Now we have a new Inspector General of Police. But First of all, let's talk about the resignation. Okay, how will you describe the tenure of the former IGP, Kayode Egbetokun? Let's start from there.
He was focused so much on community policing. So if there's anything you can say about him and about his time as AIG, community policing was really something that you could actually use to signpost his time as IG. So he was really focused on that, and there were some breakthroughs that the police made during his time. The problem is that we don't give the police enough credit. I know some crimes that the police, some criminal activities that happened that the police cracked, were able to arrest the people concerned and they were put on trial. But we really don't give the police enough credit. A lot of work is being done by the police, but they don't get as much credit as they deserve. So as an IG, he tried his best, but life continues. And I can see now that somebody who is very, very well grounded in operations is the person that the president has chosen. Tunji Disu was OC, SARS, River State. He became commander of RRS here, and you can see the discipline that is instilled in the RRS.
Yes.
You know, RRS members who you hardly hear a report of misbehavior on their part, and they were one reason many people believe that state police can work, because the RRS model in Lagos has been very successful thanks to people like Tunji Disu, people like Egbetokun, you know, who was also there, and the current RRS commander. Tunji Disu also went back to River State at a critical period. At a critical period, became the commissioner of police there, and he did a very good job. There is nowhere that Tunji Disu has worked within the police where he has not excelled.
Okay.
Nowhere. And he was principal staff officer to this IG, the outgoing IG, because he wanted someone of his quality around him. You know, he's a proper operations person, and those are the kind of people that I want to see as IG, because they will be able to guide the officers and men on the right way to approach policing our country. Remember the IG's response team that has been credited with arresting some of the biggest criminals in our country. When Kyari, when Abba Kyari exited that position, it was Tunji Disu that was sent there.
Okay.
Yes, it was Tunji Disu that took over from him. You know, so it's every opportunity is excelled. And look, within the police today, currently in the police, if you were to pick the next IG, I wouldn't even think twice before choosing Tunji Disu, because it's someone that I know very well. I know what he's capable of doing. I know that he's a man of tremendous discipline, you know, and he shows. You know, he's also a martial artist. He has a black belt.
Oh, okay.
You know, so he's a man who is so well put together, who has properly groomed himself, and thoroughly deserves this elevation that the president has caused to happen to him.
Oh, okay. Double O, we have a new IG. He has his work cut out for him. What will you tell him?
Yeah. What I will first of all ask of him is that the same discipline, the same commitment that he was able to make to percolate in the RRS when he was the RRS commander in Lagos, should be brought in to the Nigerian police as a general. Because most times we blame some of the things that happen at the top. But the actual fact is that the IG or the commissioner of police cannot be everywhere. So the commanders that take care of the small units must be people who are ready and whose vision will align with that of the Inspector General of Police. I've never met him, but from what I've been hearing about him and what I see his people do, I have a lot of respect for him. And on my way here, when I heard that he is now the new IGP, I said, oh, good. You know, there are two things. Now, I think there are some appointments that the president has made or is making that is making one to be very confident that if all these people are doing what they are supposed to be doing, one is the Minister of Interior, we have this now. So, you know, things will work because the president cannot be everywhere. The way the people is appointing, the way they take their job, and the way they command those who work with them will give us a lot of results so that we can see. What I expect now is that the police will become reformed. It's a very tall task, I know.
Yeah,
but
it's a very well.
you see, when the head is up there is correct, every other person will fall in line. It goes without saying. If you have a good headmaster, all the teachers will behave very well. But if you have a lackadaisical headmaster,
It
the
will
same
show.
thing will happen. So I congratulate him. It's a well-deserved appointment, and we hope that the weight of the office will not make him to relax. It's a responsibility because, as one of our guys used to say, the reward for good work is more work. As we all know, I've said this before on this program, an editor will give a task to a reporter he trusts, not just any reporter.
just
So
anybody.
when a reporter is good, he will get more job to be done. The same thing for him. As an operations man, the president has entrusted with him a very big responsibility, which every eye will be on him. In fact, for those who have never known his work, maybe in the northern part or the wherever he has not worked directly, they will be weighing it with what we have said. That maybe this is the man they said was a magic worker in Lagos. Why is it that he came to the national limelight now? He can't do it. We wish him all the best, and I know that he's going to do it.
All right, BK, before we round up this conversation, what would you tell him? What advice will you give to him? This is a big task.
Yes. And we encourage him to continue to demonstrate the work ethic that we have come to associate with him.
Okay.
He has to help us deal decisively, especially with the problem of banditry.
Okay.
And we also urge the president to give him all the tools that he needs to succeed, because this is a very competent police officer.
Okay.
If he has the tools, if he has the tools, I'm confident that he can turn around the fortunes of the Nigerian police. The Nigerian police, if they have what it takes to defeat banditry, they are going to defeat banditry.
Oh, yes.
There was a DPO, a senior police officer in Borno State, who went after Boko Haram fighters who had kidnapped soldiers. And he effected the release. I think it's a SARS person, I'm not sure it's DPO.
Okay.
He effected the release of those soldiers who were in the custody of Boko Haram. And what did they have? Just an APC, an armored personnel carrier.
Yeah.
You know? I've forgotten his name now. You know? So the police ordinarily should be the ones even going after bandits. But they don't have all the tools. That's why people rather rely on soldiers. And the police was on the way to self-sufficiency. They were on their way to sufficiency in terms of their armament and all that.
Yeah.
Until the coup that brought Buhari into office.
84.
And the military went after the police and cannibalized their equipment. They took away their armored tanks. The late Christopher Akala told me the story of how they were relieved of the equipment. He was in charge. They relieved them of the equipment that they had, because Shagari provided the equipment.
Everything they needed,
So, but the police was given a bad name. They were calling them kill and go, that the civilian regime of Shagari wanted to kill Nigerians with them. So, one of the first things that they did, that the regime did, was to go out, collect those APCs and other heavy armament that the police had. So we completely stripped the police of the capacity to be able to confront the kind of threats that we have now. Otherwise, they should be able to face the Boko Haram fighters. But That's not what we have. If we have very good tactical commanders in the police, that if they are given the equipment that they need. Kolo and Abba Kyari, they were the brilliant guys of the police back then. They were heading the two main tactical teams. Abba Kyari fell by the wayside. Kolo, I believe now, has retired. But they achieved a lot. They achieved a lot. We have to tell ourselves the truth. We may feel disappointed about what happened to Abba Kyari. But Abba Kyari did a lot of work. You know, and there have been other people like that too. This police has people who can deliver the goods. But they need that encouragement. They need that encouragement. A situation in which a policeman uses his own money to buy his uniform, his boots, and all that. One of them told me that the last time, the police supplied him kits, including their boots, their footwear, was when he was passing out of the police college.
How many years?
Yes, he's an inspector now.
Wow.
He told me this story. So this is utter nonsense. You must kit the police properly. Policemen shouldn't buy their kits by themselves.
That's why what they have now is not, you can't technically call it uniform, because the shoes are different.
All right, gentlemen.
Some even wear flip-flops.
But all right, gentlemen, we need to go on this quick break. When we return, the conversation continues. Don't go away. This is Journalist Hangout.